Nats and Braves, recent history is overwhelmingly one-sided. 32-9 in favor of Washington since 15, including a 3-game sweep in Atlanta last month. Tonight, Gio aims to continue that trend and get the weekend off to a perfect start. Welcome to a weekend of Nationals baseball at SunTrust Park in Atlanta. Nats and the Braves getting together, second time this year. Yeah, the colors might just about be the same, but the loyalties are not. One's in first place by a large margin over the other one, 8 games right now. And just when the Braves started going well, winning 5 out of 7 recently, they lose Freddie Freeman. Bob and FP, welcome to Atlanta. A crushing blow for their offense, maybe 2 months or more.
Yeah, MVP candidate, .330 career hitter against the Nats with 13 home runs, a .399 on base percentage. He was a Nat killer, but he was an everybody killer this year. Baseball's going to miss Freddie Freeman for a while.
He was also a Gio killer. Big-time numbers Freddie Freeman had in the lefty-lefty against Gio Gonzalez. And for Gio, I think, FP, it's quite simple. Cut down on the walks, attack hitters, because he's had to throw a lot of pitches lately.
15 strikeouts, 14 walks his last 3 starts. With the bullpen kind of scuffling, Gio Gonzalez has to be in the strike zone and very efficient tonight. Get some quick outs here against the Braves.
R.A. Dickey throws the knuckleball. It's hard to center. Ryan Zimmerman did that against him here last time.
Yeah, tough luck losers last start against the Marlins. Tyler Moore got him for a 3-run shot. Key for R.A. Dickey, always keep the ball in the ballpark. He's been having trouble doing that this year.
And so has the rest of the Atlanta staff. And we hope that Trey Turner, who was a little beaten up earlier in the season, returns to 16 form against Atlanta. 4 homers, 18 RBIs right now. Big numbers against them last year, including 7 stolen bases. The average, the power, the runs, the slugging. It's Trey and the Nats at Atlanta. Bryce Harper and Ryan Zimmerman in the first 2 games. The Nats were down here last time. They went 11 for 15. Each hit homers, each had a grand slam in the same game, and then they beat R.A. Dickey for the sweep. So here we are, a month later or so, 86 at the ballpark, humidity 41%, mostly cloudy skies, quite comfortable really. Here at Atlanta, where the ball's been flying, and in weather like this, who knows what's going to happen with this team with 63 home runs, hitting 278 and knocking in 237 runs. Jason Worth could be your pick to click tonight. 13 for 27 against Dickey, couple of homers, 4 RBIs. And Jason's also hitting 356 on the road. That's not all on him. More later as Dickey starts for the 16th time against the Nats.
6'3", 215 pounds, 42 years old. R.A. Dickey last start on the 14th at Miami, 3-1 loss, 3 runs on 5 hits over 7 innings, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, 96 pitches. So fastball 102 from R.A. Dickey. No, fastball 82 from R.A. Dickey, 14% of the time. He throws the knuckleball 85% of the time at 76 miles an hour. Here's the defense. Had you for a second, did I? For the Braves tonight. Kemp and Ciarte Markakis the outfield. Swanson, Camargo left side. Phillips, Peterson right side. Wolf and Kurt Suzuki behind the plate. Jace Peterson been playing first base in the absence of Freddie Freeman. Good athlete's been doing a nice job over there, I'm told.
And the Braves have signed James Loney. He'll be in the minor leagues for probably not too long before they bring that left-handed hitting first baseman to the big leagues. Brian Snitker's ball club, 16 and 22. 6 and 9 at home. 19-year veteran Alfonso Marquez has the plate. That's the crew chief, Larry Vanover, over at third, and we are underway with a dropped strike 1 at 7:37.
Nice try, Kurt.
One of the reasons they signed Kurt Suzuki, and they had 3 catchers earlier, was to catch R.A. Dickey.
I talked to Kurt before the game. He said he's becoming more comfortable catching R.A. Dickey. But if we always used to judge a knuckle by the catcher, if he was missing him, the knuckleball was good.
Wow, look at that thing sail.
Kurt Suzuki is 1 for 3 right now. and he's one of the best defensive catchers I've ever been around.
Wonder if Phil Necro's in the ballpark tonight. 1-2 pitch. Bouncer, left side, over to cut it off. Johan Camargo. Early game notes as the Nats play their 41st game of the year. Gio, with runners in scoring position, has been nearly untouchable. Best in the league in that department. Best in franchise history as well for those 237 runs, just under 6 a game. And R.A. Dickey, just under 15 pitches per inning. One of the best in the National League. Gio will take on the Braves in a moment for the 18th time in his career. A moment ago I told you that's not all on Jason Worth. 16 for his last 35 over 9 games, hitting .457. Numbers are great on base percentage, his 10th in the league at .409. And the ball boy is gonna, I hope he has one of those Fitbits on,
yeah,
so he can measure his steps between the dugout and the backstop tonight.
Remember the old Bob Uecker thing, catch 22? What does Bob Uecker do with 100 pitches?
And this one well played by Dansby Swanson. Inside the numbers, there's Bryce walking to the plate. So in that 3-game series, R.A. Dickey cooled those guys off a little bit in game 3, but Ryan got him for a homer. So they hit 4, drove in 12. And that was the beginning of that road trip from here to New York to Colorado, when the Nats really gelled on that 9-1 tour through a couple of time zones. Harper 385 on the road, Zimmerman 366.
The Braves fans are in rare form tonight. They just got done booing the Toronto Blue Jays right fielder for a few games, and now they get Bryce Harper. Jose Bautista just in town. I think you know that story, the bad flip. He got drilled last night. Now Bryce Harper, he gets booed. So it's boo the right fielder homestand here in Atlanta. I think that's how Chip Carey started the broadcast next door tonight with that line. Stole it from him.
2-0. That one sailing away outside. Bryce has walked 30 times, struck out 30 times this year. On base percentage, best in the league at .479. Get a fastball 3-0? He did. R.A. Dickey, 113 career wins, 111 losses. Going to float that one in there at 75. Does the axiom, the old axiom, he'll throw on 3 and 2, what he threw on 3 and 1, apply to this guy?
We'll see. I know Bryce Harper doesn't like hitting knuckleballs. That's why he hasn't swung yet.
Payoff pitch. Strike call. That's it for the Nats in the top of the first. Dancing and darting. And R.A. Dickey off to a good start. Nationals baseball on Masson, brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you, by visitannapolis.org. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org, and by Night Point Systems. They offer the technology you need when you need it. Great new ballpark of the Braves here. They are just 6-9 at home, and 3 of those losses have come to the Nats. They're hitting .265 in the league. They're 9th in runs, 3rd from the bottom in home runs, and Matt Kemp's been getting on base now 22 games in a row. He's 4th in the league in doubles. He's 7th in hitting and a very healthy .336. What will Freddie Freeman's absence do to Matt Kemp? Gio to Inciarte and a strike call.
Yeah, 4-3 loss last start on the 14th against Philly. Gave up just 1 run on 6 2/3 innings.
And a bunt. Rendon time to play it with the glove, and he throws it into the runner.
Well, it looked like he had him by a lot. He was playing in. Inciarte butted it hard to Rendon. Gio looking to Rendon, saying, nice try, I'll pick you up. But look at Inciarte go. The throw just kind of sailed sidearm up into the runner. And the best thing about that is Ryan Zimmerman didn't get hurt. I've seen guys blow their wrists up on that very same play. So score that a base hit for Inciarte.
And he now has a 6-game hitting streak, 9 for 24. Rest of Gio's numbers. Opponent's batting average, 8th best in the league, the ERA 3rd. Brandon Phillips 3 for 16 career against him. Looks the strike all the way in.
I'll tell you what, if Alfonso Marquez gives Gio that strike all night, he'll be a happy left-hander. Lots of ground balls if you have to swing at that and you're an Atlanta Brave.
Close. 1-1. Phillips at 282 overall, 4 for his last 10 over a short 3-game hitting streak. Big crowd. Fireworks after the game here. We were here on some relatively quiet weekday evenings back in April.
Different feel tonight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just look around. There's people here. It's got a good buzz to it. We understand the ball is flying out to right field.
38 home runs in this ballpark in 15 games. Problem is the Braves have only hit 12 of those. High in the air on the infield, and Murphy will wave off Turner.
Worth, Taylor, Harper, your defense tonight in the outfield. Turner, Rendon left side, Murphy, Zimmerman right side, Matt Wieters behind the plate. There's Bryce Harper, another right fielder that's a villain here at SunTrust. I don't know what. I guess he kind of scraped out that A one time. That was it. The start of the whole thing with his cleat walking behind home 4 years ago.
These two clubs have had some interesting times. Since the beginning of 2015, the Nats have totally dominated this ball club. Nick Markakis right now is their hottest hitter. 7-game hitting streak, 13 for 28.
There's that A. They brought it over here.
And this one to center. Michael A. Taylor.
That's what the A's for behind home plate. I got it. All right.
Now Gio against Matt Kemp. So the Nats versus the Braves since the beginning of 2015, just totally dominant. 32 over 9, 6 runs a game, 10 hits a game, a lot of home runs, on-base percentage greats, all brought to you by Jeep. And there's one of the classiest guys and best players in baseball, Freddie Freeman.
Having an MVP start to a season.
And by the way, 11 hits and 12 career RBIs against Gio Gonzalez. Even though it's a lefty-lefty matchup, here's Kemp, who's 5 for 17 against Gio. And he gets ahead running that 88 away from the right-handed batter. Kemp off to a good start, though. He's a little beat up early in the season with a hamstring. 286 career hitter. He had 8 hits in his first 16 at bats before going on the DL with that right hamstring pull. 1-1. Big numbers, most of those with the Dodgers. I remember him walking us off a time or two at Dodger Stadium and doing big things back when he was an MVP caliber guy before started getting hurt a lot. Runner up to Ryan Braun for the MVP 6 years ago. Great changeup.
He just had a great series against the Blue Jays where he hit 438, 4 for 4 on Monday, but Gio turns over the changeup. You see everything down in the zone. Key for Gio tonight. Throw strikes, keep the ball down. Warm night, balls flying in this ballpark. You should have seen BP today. Everybody launching balls into the upper deck in left and right.
Not a shift, but the Nats really play Kemp to pull. Murphy nearly up the middle. Outfield fairly straight away, just a couple of steps to the left for Taylor. And Gio tried the off speed again. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
See if they decide to pop him in with a fastball here. Majority of this at bat has been soft, down and away. You're going to go soft one more time.
He triples up and misses. This will give Inciarte a head start at first. Ryan Zimmerman letting Gio know he's going to be backing up here. Gio, by the way, his ERA in April 1.42. In May, 3 starts so far, 5.09. And a chance here to get out of the inning. High chopper, really high. Nothing Trey Turner can do. He just bowled it over to Murphy, and Case Inciarte wandered off the bag. So 2 infield hits, a bunt and a high chop.
Where were we? Citizens Bank Park when this happened a bunch of times? You remember right in front of home plate in Philadelphia. We were joking that the Liberty Bell was buried underneath home plate the way the ball was bounced. So look at Trey Turner with the behind the back pass here at the end. Watch this. Whoop. Trying to get Ender Inciarte around in the bag. That was slick.
Next up is Kurt Suzuki, who was 2 for 16 to start the season when the Nats came here on April 18th. He's up to 231 now, 4 for his last 11. Two for 3 career against Gio, strike 1.
But you remember when Brian McCann was the catcher of the Braves? They were the home run police. Remember Carlos Gomez hit the home run. McCann came out and stopped him from coming across home plate. Well, when Jose Bautista did that the other night, the bat flip, Jace Peterson had words for him at first base. Then Kurt Suzuki said something to him at home. And I talked to Kurt today, and everybody in the Braves uniform to a man said that was tired. And the game has a way of policing itself, and that's the best part about it. You play the game one way, you play it the right way. And every Braves player I talked to, Carp, said if it was in the playoffs and the crowd was into it and it tied a game, I get it. But down by 5 on the road with no crowd noise to affect your adrenaline, they all thought it was tired.
8-3 when Bautista hit that home run. Come on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gio to Suzuki, the ex-Nats catcher. Pulling the string pretty well on his ex-battery mate.
I always thought Kurt Suzuki as a National was more dangerous with 2 strikes than he was ahead in the count, because this is where he spreads out, tries to hit the ball to right, something you just don't see in today's game. It's almost like a unicorn, a guy choking up and going to right with 2 strikes.
Challenged him. That ball just outside the bag.
That bat boy, or that ball boy, has not been in this ballpark long enough to just sit in that chair, put his glove down, let the ball go right in it. He didn't get up or anything. He just put his glove down, and the ball rolled right into it off about 2 caroms. It's good. That's good course knowledge. Slick.
Just make sure it's foul. One and 2 with 2 outs. And Gio goes with the curveball to the right-hander. 2-2. That's Johan Camargo, third baseman on deck.
Yeah, this is not the first inning that Dusty Baker was thinking about tonight. 19 pitches already for Gio, 13 strikes, 6 balls. Some foul balls in here.
Yeah.
But Mike Maddox and the Nats hoping Gio can go deep tonight in this game. Matt Wieder's going to have a chat with his left-hander, decide on this important pitch here with 2 outs.
Well, at Pittsburgh, Tanner Roark 5+ and 114 pitches. The night before that, Jacob Turner 5 1/3 on 89. And to start that series, Steven Strasburg 6+ on 108. If you remember, we showed you the 6 pitchers, top 6 in the league in terms of numbers of pitches per game, and the Nats have 4 of those 6. 2-2. Kurt Suzuki, 10 strikeouts and 52 at bats, but 7 walks. Ground ball to Rendon. Couple of hops and a throw to Zimmerman. Out of the inning. Well, a bunt hit and then a chopper. Here in Atlanta, Zimmerman, Murphy, Rendon coming up. Nats looking for their first base runner. Freight Rail works with our do-ups against R.A. Dickey. And what they've done against right-handed pitching this year, Ryan Zimmerman, every category it seems he's 360 to 380. Daniel Murphy, solid against righties. Rendon, of course. A lot of Anthony's damage this year has come with runners in scoring position, 395. But are you facing a typical right-hander tonight? Absolutely not. Ryan is 11 for 34 career against Dickey.
Got a tater against him last time.
Something was on the field, way out in left field. They got that taken care of. Daniel Murphy, by the way, after Zimmerman here, was not in the lineup when the Nats faced Dickey. Zimmerman was, and Ryan has hit 2 homers, 5 career RBIs against him, and high in the air out of play to the right side. How about April 20th? Had a Zimmerman homer that helped win the game.
It's a far one. I'm just going to guess. Launch angle 32 degrees. I'm going to say 410 feet. And exit velocity 106.
Bryce Harper had walked in front of him in a 1-1 game. That was in the top of the 6th. Nats went on to win 3-2. Tapper way over by the line, and that's a base hit.
Boy, when you're going good, folks. There goes the no-hitter. Don't change a thing, Ryan Zimmerman. You're hitting it hard. Guys are losing in the lights. You're hitting it far. There's nothing anybody can do about it. And then this, a swinging bunt. When you're having one of those years, folks, we saw Daniel Murphy do this last year. Remember, everything Murph hit was a base hit. And Ryan Zimmerman's doing the same thing this year.
Hit number 54. Knuckleball upstairs. Daniel Murphy was 0 for 8 in that series, so he got the night off against Dickey. Thus has not faced him ever until right now. Looking the other way, and that's a good place to look.
So yesterday, home run number 7 for Daniel Murphy. I like to call it the curtsy home run. Watch this. Unbelievable how this guy does it. Look at that. Just left foot in the air, clear the hips, one hand, one out of there for home run number 7.
And Murphy up the middle, a perfect double play ball for Dansby Swanson. Braves, third most double plays in the league at 44. The Nationals' 5th most at 42.
I always thought the hardest knuckleball to hit was the one that didn't knuckle. Because you're picking up no rotation, right? You're seeing it kind of flutter up there. And you start your swing where the ball's going to go down, and sometimes it stays up. So now I've already committed to it, and I have to finish the swing, and those are the toughest ones. If that would have knuckled down into Daniel Murphy's swing, he loves the low ball, he probably drives that in left center. It stayed up. Kind of fooled him by not breaking.
Looks like Dickey with the first pitch fastball for a strike to Anthony Rendon, who's 1 for 2 with a walk against the right-hander. And this one to center. Backing up for it, Ender Inciarte. And after the leadoff hit, the inning ends in a hurry.
One on this Friday night. Look forward to Miller time later in the ball game. That's brought to you by Miller Lite.
Max Scherzer tomorrow night, and he has 6-3 career against the Braves. And there's a snow globe with a lot of floating K's coming your way. Nats Mariners Wednesday next week. Thanks to Coca-Cola, first 25,000 fans take home a Max Scherzer snow globe commemorating his 20 strikeout game. Visit nationals.com/promotions. Cool. Maybe one for Murphy down the road with a bunch of H's for hits.
Sure. I think it should have some protractors with launch angles.
Daniel Murphy protractor night at the ballpark. I mean,
there you go.
And you have to wear a white shirt with a skinny black tie to get in. And a pocket protector. I'm in. This is Johan Camargo for the Braves, 23-year-old rookie from Panama City, Panama. Signed with the Braves at the age of 16 and getting his first taste of big league action. 1 for 6, now 2 for 7 in 8 big league games as he hits that ball extremely hard the other way. It's his first right-handed hit as a big leaguer. And a Volkswagen moment in history, taking us back to May 19th on this date. In 1918, the Senators played the district's first Sunday game, beating Cleveland 12 innings, 1-0. Largest crowd in the history of American League Park, 17,000. And it included 2,000 soldiers who were guests of the team. Some U.S. senators, like real senators, not to mention a justice from the Supreme Court. 17,000.
Wasn't there 20 at Lincoln's inauguration? 20,000. Pretty big crowd.
1-0 to Jace Peterson.
There's so many Johnny Holiday jokes floating in my head. I'm just going to let them all go.
Come on. Guy just worked hard with Ray Knight for an hour.
We kid because we care. If we didn't love him, we wouldn't joke.
I don't know. Keeps telling people he watched me as a kid, and he was the kid. 1-1.
It's a good pitch.
Yeah, pretty good looking curveball from Gio. Didn't get the call. What does Nissan PitchCast think?
So if you have the computerized umpire strike zone, you get rid of umpires. How do you determine a strike? Does it just have to hit the line, or does it have to be in the box?
I would think hit the line.
Yeah, right, like tennis.
Yeah, Cyclops. Michael A. Taylor takes care of Peterson there for the first out.
I'm totally against that, by the way, but I've had a lot of friends who are in baseball say they're coming around to that idea. Guys you never would think would come around to that idea are watching baseball on a nightly basis, seeing a lot of balls and strikes missed, saying, I don't think that would be the worst idea ever. I'm not there yet, sorry.
No.
You remember last time we were here?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And the Nats did win all 3 games, so.
Yeah.
Dansby Swanson launches one to left center. That baby is way out of here. His 4th home run of the year. And that did not look like a swing from a 190 hitter. 2-0 Braves. Home run ball's been a thing for Gio. That's the 9th he's given up.
I hit a bomb the other day against Toronto. And this one, every bit of it. There's some thought process that a lot of people at the Braves think he should be going to right field more, that he gets a little bit too pull happy, but with that swing, how could you blame him? Home run number 4 for Swanson.
Nasty Gio curveball there to R.A. Dickey.
Who do you think's closer to winning? We've seen both teams a lot this year, the Phillies or the Braves? And who do you think set up more to win longer, the Phillies or the Braves? Not to put you on the spot.
Braves and Braves. That a swing and a miss? Gio standing there in mock disbelief as R.A. Dickey makes it to first base on a strikeout. Gio's first of the game.
So they're calling a wild pitch. R.A. Dickey, almost like he swung on purpose when he saw it in the dirt and said, I'm going to go to first. I don't think he did it, but it looked like he foul tipped it because of the way it ricocheted off Matt Wieters' shin guard. He hustles to first base. And minus the home run, Gio Gonzalez has had some tough luck here tonight with a base hit bunt, a chopper, and now that.
Tapper left side. Rendon. And they had to wait for Murphy to get all the way over there for the second out. With Ender Inciarte running, no chance to turn two there. But, you know, going back to your question, I think maybe the immediate future Atlanta, and then maybe down the road, the Phillies have more young guys. You know, the Braves have some veteran guys, Inciarte, Brandon Phillips, Markakis, you know, Kemp, Freeman down the list. But built for the long run. But to me, the Phillies' young guys are still pretty unknowns in terms of what they're capable of. I mean, the Braves were geared to this year, getting into the new ballpark. Bringing along some young guys, but it's a fairly veteran lineup. When healthy, pretty good.
I see hodgepodge here in the sense that they have older players, older pitchers, younger pitchers, and I don't know which way they're going. Are they going to go with the veteran bunch and try to kind of win right now, or are they going to develop to win over time? The Phillies have 2 or 3 good young starting pitchers. Their bullpen's nice. And I don't know that I can say the same for the Braves, but I understand what you're saying, Carp, and it's valid. I mean, maybe the Braves a little bit better right now, but I see the Phillies being better over the long haul and kind of more of a game plan.
I think that's a good call, because if you look at the Braves right now, they have one really young player that's a building block, and that's Dansby Swanson. The Phillies have a whole bunch of young guys, but can they do it?
Freddie Freeman, I'd build a team around him any day. I think he's one of the best players in baseball.
Yeah, and Freddie's going to be around for quite a while. He's still 27 years old. Have a birthday middle of September. 1-1 to Brandon Phillips. Runner on the move. Pitch up. A bullet. And was Murphy unable to hold the ball in his glove? Or did the glove come off his hand? Inciarte is going to be 8 out of 11 with this steal.
Great throw by Matt Wieters. He got rid of it quick. Gio Gonzalez got it to him quick, and it was right on the bag. And look at that. Ender Inciarte took Daniel Murphy's glove right off his hand. Watch this. Tag him. He's out, but whoa. Tried to pick it all up and put it back together, but it was too late.
Yeah, loss of glove is the same as losing possession of the ball. Interesting.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
That doesn't happen with a hands first slide. A little tougher for the middle infielder when those spikes are coming in. Braves getting aggressive, playing for another run here.
Ooh.
And Matt Wieters just took a bullet off the bat of Brandon Phillips.
That was a direct hit. Matt Wieters got his bell rung on that one. Alfonso Marquez going to give him a second. Watch this real speed.
Wow. Second inning, 2-0 Atlanta on the Swanson homer.
Gio 4-9 with a 5.06 in 17 career games versus the Braves. 0-1 with a 7.11 in 4 starts last year. So he hasn't really fared well against the Atlanta Braves. Trying to change that here tonight. If he keeps him at 2, he's got a good chance. Real good chance.
Inciarte getting as big a lead as he wants. No middle infielder anywhere near him, and a ball right at Taylor in center. So the Camargo hit and the Swanson homer, 2-0 for the home team.
With you all the time about Nationals players on and off the field, where here's a story about a coach, Nationals third base coach Bob Henley. Bobby had a long day today. He drove to Alabama after the Nationals got into Atlanta last night, where he went to watch his daughter Anna play for Faith Academy in the Alabama High School State Softball Tournament. And because of the baseball schedule, it was the first time Bobby had gotten to see Anna play softball in 4 years. He surprised her at the field today, watched her team play, and then drove the 2 hours back here to Atlanta. He told her before the game, "I don't care how you play, I'm just happy I get to see you play." Bob Henley, a huge smile on his face today after getting to watch his daughter play softball for the first time since she was 12 years old.
Way to go, Dan. Way to go, Bobby. Nice going, Dad. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. Dan with our Coons.com sideline report. Wieters, Taylor, Gio, top of the third.
I don't think people realize the sacrifices coaches and baseball players make and what they miss every single summer. I mean, you're at the yard at noon. I saw the coaches walking to PNC at noon the other day. So they get to the ballpark at noon. They leave around midnight. So 12-hour days. I mean, I never saw my son play a single game his senior year in high school. So the fact that he got to see his daughter play today, and he's told me she is really good. Scholarship athlete. Tremendous softball player, and he got to see her play. So congratulations.
Awesome.
He probably had a lot of sunscreen on at that game, I'm calling.
0-2. And I'll add this. This certainly goes for the minor leagues. But even at the major league level, if you're not a big-time pitching coach that maybe has been with the same manager for 15, 20 years, you know, like a Duncan LaRussa combination, something like that. That ball popped into short right field, and that's Dansby Swanson out there. Coaches in baseball are some of the most underpaid people in any sport. I mean, these guys, the hours they put in, the years they put in, and of course you talked about the sacrifices they make.
Well, they do it for the love of the game. They do it to give back to the game. They definitely don't do it for money unless you're a manager or, like you said, a big-time pitching coach.
You know, and you got star guys like Davey Lopes around for the love of the game, who was an absolute star player. One of the great teachers of base running in the game. And there aren't many.
There need to be more.
Yeah.
You watch the game on a nightly basis, there's some bad base running at the major league level.
Taylor 1 for 5 against R.A. Dickey. You know, and you look at the money that players make these days, and hey, more power to them. Whatever the market will bear, you usually get what you deserve. But a lot of guys retire after making lots of money. They're not going to go ride buses around the minor leagues for months and months for a fraction of that.
That guy he just showed is going to buy an island when he's done. Yeah, that guy.
2-2 pitch.
You won't make it sound like they're digging ditches for a living. They're doing what they love. They're around the game every day. They're around the players. They're at a big league ballpark. It's not the worst life, trust me.
3-2. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast. You know, at real speed, that knuckler gets in there pretty quickly, going crazy on its way. Taylor drills one out to center. Going back, Inciarte over his head, hits the top of the wall and stays in. And Michael A. Taylor decides to stop at second. Inciarte didn't come close to hitting a cutoff man. And the Nats have their first extra base hit tonight.
Well, he's on the knuckleball that he fouled back. And you see that one just kind of tumbling in there like a rolling curveball almost. And Michael A. Taylor continues to swing the bat well in the absence of Adam Eaton. Look at this. Ender Inciarte can go get him. If you hit him over his head, you're doing something right. And the fact that it didn't go into the rock pile back there, I was thinking Michael Taylor might try for a triple, but with Gio Gonzalez coming up, he decided to hang out at second.
That ball hit the ground, then got Gio. He has 2 hits this year, and he has produced 3 runs batted in. Michael A. Taylor had 2 hits, on base 3 times in the Pittsburgh series.
That was dirty. Might be the best knuckleball RA's thrown tonight. Watch this. The key for knuckleball guys to take the rotation off the pitch and let the seams do the work.
What a pitch. Way out there. Gio swinging a miss. R.A. Dickey's second strikeout. First time through the order the Nationals go 2 for 9. Hits by Zimmerman and Taylor. Let's go inside some numbers. Brought to you by Jeep on Turner at Turner. Trey at Ted's place last year was unstoppable. And of course, he had Nationals Park to those numbers. So they saw him at his absolute best. That's a chopper over the mound. Turner trying to beat it out, and the ball gets through. Taylor didn't see it right away, but he will score. Dansby Swanson fanned on it, and the Nats get a run. Turner will get his 19th RBI.
And that might be the hit that gets Trey Turner going. Came into this one hitting 236. He's hit the ball hard lately. Watch this one. As soon as this gets over R.A. Dickey's head, put it in your pocket. And then Dansby Swanson should have just fielded this. There's no need to barehand this. If you know Trey Turner's speed, he's safe. And then Michael A. Taylor does a nice job of rolling his head, find the ball in center field and scoring. Nats will take it.
Yeah, not a good decision based on who's running there. Here's Worth with the tying run now on base, and Trey Turner could be at second shortly. Knuckleball pitcher. He fires a bullet over there on the throw over.
It's something a young player has to learn. The speed of the game at this level. And every young guy wants to make the highlight reel play, right? I'm going to barehand this and throw Trey Turner out. As Dansby Swanson gets older and realizes when a guy's that fast, just put it in your pocket. Get the next hitter.
Yeah, keep the ball on the infield so the runner can't score.
I mean, it's an enthusiastic play. You like the effort, but with experience, he won't try to barehand that ball. He'll just eat it.
In there to Jason Worth. He's got a pretty quick move.
Well, you almost have to develop a good move if you're a knuckleball guy, because guys like to run. They're betting that Kurt Suzuki's not going to catch it. By the way, you remember that young fan last time that was yelling at Bryce when we were here? We saw him before the game today, and he got his baseball.
Good.
Apparently he went home from the game crying last time, so I messaged his dad on Facebook. We met, and I gave him a ball. So quit your crying.
No crying in baseball.
No crying in baseball.
In the stands there is. And at times in clubhouses. 0-2. Is this a good pitch in which to go? Looks like Worth held. Chad Fairchild agrees.
But the 2-strike R.A. Dickey knuckleball, he just throws it as hard as he can. And whatever it does, it does. This one sails, and Kurt Suzuki does everything he can just to catch it.
Two-one game. 1-2 to Worth. Up and in.
This is a good count to go on.
Jason reaching to stay alive and hitting it over the Braves dugout.
I mean, Dickey's so quick to the plate cart, but you're not betting on anything other than Kurt Suzuki having to handle a knuckleball and then throw you out.
Yeah.
So you could go on quicker times with knuckleball guys.
Braves defense, a lot of standing around here in the top of the third. One out double by Taylor. And then the Swanson fanning on a bare hand play, scoring. Michael on the Turner hit. Trey holding, low and away, 3-2. When the Nats win and score 7 or more, you get 50% off regular menu price online orders. PapaJohns.com. Now look at the promo code down there, Nats 50. Proud partner of the Nationals, Papa John's.
All right, Dickey stepped off so he could finish that promo. That was nice of him.
Future broadcaster, maybe.
Probably. He's good at it.
3-2. Turner will be running. Worth takes one way outside, and Bryce Harper will have a chance to make this a big inning.
That last knuckle, that was a wiffle ball, knuckleball. I don't know what that last one did, but watch this. Whoa. Kind of corkscrewing in there and hung a left right at the end.
You've talked about the Johnny Bench pitch back way back. That one would not have come right back to you.
No, he wouldn't have hit it.
Bryce Harper called out on strikes first time. The count went to 3-2. He got a fastball, didn't pull the trigger, and then a couple of knucklers able to stay in the zone.
Didn't swing. Doesn't like the knuckleball. I think he'd be swinging here though with an RBI opportunity.
Yeah. In this ballpark, 2 RBI sitting out there. Up and away. Bryce 0 for 2 with a walk. Last time you met R.A. Dickey.
That one hit a cow. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the barnyard sounds we get on foul balls here.
That hit a cow right in the back. Yep. Did they bring that cow over? Because that's the scariest cow ever.
Step off.
Where is it?
Used to be way up on top of the roof in left field at Turner Field. One to Harper. Another scramble by Kurt Suzuki, who over the last 2 innings, after that crazy first inning, has been brilliant handling everything coming from R.A. Dickey here.
Bottom drops out of this one. Now you see it, now you don't. That's where it crosses home plate, where you saw the 4 in the box, but where it landed was almost in the dirt because of the late downward movement. And this is where he throws it as hard as he can.
Harper, fair ball, right through Peterson. The game is tied. Worth heading for third. Bob Henley's going to send him. Markakis launches a throw up the line. The Nats lead, and Harper's into third. And I'm sure somewhere in this ballpark, somebody's thinking Freddie Freeman makes that play.
Yeah, the guy sitting next to you is. I know that.
Hard hit ball.
See how they score it. Bryce hit this one real hard. Jace Peterson couldn't handle it. But I think where this play gets really weird is Nick Markakis kind of jogging over there. Look at him. And then he double pumps. He puts the ball back in his glove, and that allowed Bob Henley to send Jason Worth on the backside. But that play was made by Nick Markakis, not really sprinting for the ball, grabbing it, double pumping. As you see Bryce hustling into third. He missed the hair flip at the end, but that's a tough error on Jace Peterson. The second run was allowed by Nick Markakis in right field. That ball was hit hard. I don't know about that scoring call.
So the Nats pick up a couple of unearned runs. Now Ryan Zimmerman a chance. He had a base hit down the third baseline first time. Well, credit Bryce Harper. Not much against the knuckleball, but he got good wood on that thing. 2-0. That's a strike.
A great send by Bob Henley. He watched that whole thing develop. He watched Markakis kind of saunter over there, and then Markakis, I don't know if he knew where to throw initially. He grabbed the ball and put it back into his glove, and Henley just kept waving his arm.
That's a healthy hack.
So fast infield here in Atlanta. Yeah, maybe that's an error. Maybe they got it right watching it again. But watch Markakis just kind of really slowly, and then he hesitates. And that little hesitation was why Jason Worth scored and why Bob Henley sent him. So good third base coaching, good hustle by Jason Worth and Bryce Harper.
2-2 to Zimmerman. That's a long run for Jason Worth. 2-2 again. Really slow on that knuckleball. But the Nats will pick up 3 on a mistake by the shortstop and then an error by the first baseman.
mess. They knew this yoga promo's coming, so Bob's doing yoga during the break. Jennifer, our stage manager, is doing yoga. So stage manager, play-by-play guy, doing yoga right now. Just read the screen while I watch these guys do yoga. Unbelievable. Can we get a shot of this? I don't know what's happening. You know, I mean, you hear about it every night. There it is. Mark it down, screenshot it. Yoga in the outfield.
Maybe not.
That was great. Tad creepy, but great.
Well, Bryce Harper doesn't get any RBIs for that, but he got 2 runs for his teammates and his pitcher. That's all that matters. Now Gio goes to work. 40 pitches in 2 innings. Markakis, Kemp, and Suzuki. Of those 40 pitches, a lot of strikes, 28. Ah, that felt good. Loose.
Yeah, right.
You have any leave in your bag? Never mind.
I do, probably.
Markakis, fly ball to center, first time. Good looking heater.
I swear, if you're Gio Gonzalez, you just got the lead. You take this game by the throat. You say, thanks, guys. I got this from here on out.
Yeah, and there are several elements to the shutdown inning. It's obviously putting a 0 up on the board, but maybe how quickly you can get that done, get your guys back in the dugout.
Absolutely.
A lot of heaters, and Nick Markakis evidently kept looking for the hook, which he never got. Gio, strikeout number 2.
You know, everybody says the Matt Wieters effect has helped Gio calm him down. It's more than that. It's the digits he's putting down, the pitches he's calling, his game calling skills. Why is that important? Well, he's noticing swings. He's noticing what Gio has on a given day. And he's also just putting down the right pitch at the right time, and that gives Gio Gonzalez confidence. He didn't have to sit out there and go, why is he calling the changeup? I don't understand this right now. No. He's like, okay, yeah, you got a reason behind the finger you're putting down. I'm going with it. And that relaxes Gio besides the conferences at the mound.
That ball is hit pretty well out to deep right center. Taylor can only watch it, and it's in the Braves bullpen by Matt Kemp. So there's that jet stream FP talked about. We saw a little bit of it in April, and here in the warm nights of May, the ball flies out of SunTrust Park.
I did not think this was a home run when he hit it. Fastball, good extension by Kemp. Gio can just watch it, and that's all we could do too. Apparently right center field and right, it's ridiculous here. Not taking anything away from Matt Kemp. He hit that ball well. I just didn't think it was going to go all the way out into the Braves bullpen. And Gio can't either. Saw Matt Wieters' reaction in the background. Stay hot, Matt Kemp.
7th of the year, RBI number 24. Second career homer against Gio. He's 2 for 2, and Suzuki the hitter. New ballparks can be tricky. We saw the Mets have to make adjustments to make their park more hitter friendly. The same in San Diego. The Phillies tweaked the left field corner several years ago to make it a little deeper there because too many balls were going out down the line. You know, and Miami brought their fences in that Grand Canyon of a ballpark out there.
Well, you ain't moving right field back. That's a brick wall, and there's people underneath it, so they'd probably get hurt. I guess you could move right center back where the bullpen is.
You know, and you want to give a ballpark a year or two before you really find out how it plays, but early indications are there's another launching pad in Atlanta. And that all started with Fulton County Stadium downtown 2 ballparks ago.
That was the nickname, right? The launching pad?
Yeah. At that time, the Rockies did not exist. It was the highest elevation ballpark in baseball. I think it was around 1,800 feet. And then, of course, Turner Field right next door to it with its huge gaps. Now this. So they were at Fulton County Stadium for 31 years. Turner Field hosted the 1996 Summer Olympics, converted as well as they could really for baseball, but only a 20-year existence there. And it's all brought to you by PNC. They have a ballpark named after them too.
Well, when you look at this place, it's on the top of a hill. I'm searching the elevation. And then you have the buildings blocking elements and the scoreboard blocking elements. If you can get over to right field, there's all kinds of buildings there that are blocking any kind of wind that's coming in. So you're kind of down in a bowl. So wind's never going to knock down a home run. It's never going to help one either. But when you talk about a warm summer night here in Atlanta and all these buildings and huge scoreboards, this park is built for taters.
Yeah.
We kind of had that feeling first time we were here.
Yeah, those ballparks, we're looking straight to the south from home plate out to center field. You can see the downtown skyline in the distance way out there. In the summer, breeze will tend to come from the south and those buildings will block it.
$622 million to build this place.
Nats Park was cheaper than that.
I got that in my couch change.
Well, I think we should have a shakedown party over at your place.
I do. I got that in my console in my car.
This is Johan Camargo, who singled the other way first time up, one out ahead of Dansby Swanson's homer to left center. And Gio's got to get back in the strike zone here. Looked great on the strikeout to Markakis with the heaters. The Kemp homer, then he walked Kurt Suzuki.
He was spooked by the Joey Rickard home run for the Orioles. I wonder if that one by Kemp got him a little bit in this ballpark.
Well, that'll help. Turner to Murphy. And a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play ball, putting an end to the bottom of the third. So it's a tie game. Murphy straight ahead with the bat. Time for the Unlimited Baseball break, brought to you by T-Mobile. Justin Turner sliding into a bag last night. They're awaiting MRI results for him, one of the great offensive players in the league. And the Dodgers are up to a tie for second with Arizona in the West. Look at the Marlins. 4 of their last 22 after they started 10-8. And the Texas Rangers are the hottest team in baseball. 2 over, but there's still a whole bunch of games. 7.5 behind the Houston Astros, who have 29 wins. Texas ahead again tonight, 3-1 on the Tigers. Daniel Murphy, 6-3 double play ball first time. And his first career at bat against an ex-teammate.
It's like Murph's going with the swing hard in case you hit it theory against a knuckleball. Don't mind that theory. You can run into one.
Runs into that one pretty well. How far is it going? Inciarte, and that ball appears to be gone. Went over the wall, hit that platform out there, and Daniel Murphy has his 8th of the year and his 2nd on this road trip. Inciarte hit that wall hard. Ball hit hard, wall hit hard.
Yeah, swing hard in case you hit it, Murph. You did. Home run number 8 for Daniel Murphy. And he got all of that one. Welcome to the launching pad part 2, folks. Ball flying here at Atlanta. That knuckleball stayed up. Murphy squared it up. Did you see the no rotation on the pitch? And Ender Inciarte. Gotta love the effort. Selling out. Security guard heads up. Security.
I remember he hit the wall hard on the Harper Grand Slam the last time the Nats were in town. That was further over towards straightaway center where there were more padding on it.
Boy, he hit the cement too in batting practice where he had the gate open in center field.
Yeah.
Remember his cleats on the cement?
Yeah, they had the gate open out there in center field during batting practice, and that's a horrible thing to do. That was open, and he went back, and right behind theirs, it just begins a cement driveway where they move things in and out of the ballpark. That ball floating up and away, 1-2.
Nice answer by the Nats.
That's going to bust Rendon inside for a strikeout.
Watch the no rotation on the pitch. Look at this. It's kind of corkscrewing in there, and Daniel Murphy got all of it. So maybe a little more than I thought on the pitch looking at it again, but still stayed up. Daniel Murphy squared it up, and just like that, it's 4-3.
Yeah, it took slow-mo to see any rotation. On the shift, Wieters popped up to short right field first time. Shortstop Dansby Swanson got out there to grab it. So the Nats are back on top. No telling what the final score of this thing's going to be.
26-25. I think little guys should take 2 strikes against knuckleball guys and try to get on. And big guys should play softball and just let it rip.
Okay. Wieters reaches out and gets that one out to right center. Markakis can't reach it. That'll hit just to the right of the 375. And Matt Wieters has an extra base hit.
It's a big guy, softball, let it rip.
Charleston, South Carolina guy, played at Georgia Tech in Atlanta.
Matt Wieters saying, take that ball. That might have been a changeup from R.A. Dickey. I mean, a conventional pitch. Matt Wieters crushes it in the gap. Line moving here in the 4th for the Nats.
Yeah, Taylor got it all started with a double over Inciarte's head last inning with 1 out. Things were very quiet up to that point. Ryan Zimmerman had an infield hit, and that was it. Now the Nats have 5 hits. Looked like Dickey's fastball, and he missed 1-1.
I think he's thrown him 2 after he hit the knuckleball almost out in center field.
Matt Wieters' 11th extra base hit. Did he take? He did. Ooh. That's a great check swing by Michael A. Taylor on a nasty knuckler.
Might have got away with one there. Let's see it from the side. That's pretty far. He'll take it.
Foul tip, strike 2.
Nats are wailing, aren't they? I like it.
Taylor to right field for a base hit. Bob Henley's got to hold Wieters. Michael A. Taylor, a pair of rockets tonight. Gio's coming up. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Do you bunt him to move 1 runner, or you let him swing away trying to get a run? We'll see.
I don't know. Let me do this replay first and think about it. That's a good question. It really is. Nice piece of hitting by Michael A. Taylor. Let the ball travel, get deep. So that A behind home plate is for Michael A. Taylor. 2 for 2, a double, a single. Nicely done.
Nationals now 5 hits in the last 2 innings, plus the hard hit ball by Harper ruled an error that resulted in 2 runs. And see how they play the infield here.
If Trey Turner was locked in, you bunt right here, all the way. And maybe you do anyways because Gio's way up in the box.
Took a stab at that one, almost seemingly trying to bunt the bat straight down.
It's hard to bunt a knuckleball, man. Bob Henley looking in. Dusty Baker might have saw what we saw. We'll see what they do. They might change it up. He's way up in the box still.
Well, if I'm seeing that, I'd have him swinging here. If he strikes out, Turner still gets to bat this inning. We'll see.
It's like trying to bunt a butterfly.
A very quickly moving one.
A monarch, probably.
0-2. He's going to stab at it and lay down a beauty. Wieters came down the line for a second just to check things out. He retreats, and Gio Gonzalez gets a sacrifice, his second of the year. Very well done.
Check out the Murphy Tater one more time. StatCast being brought to you by Amazon Web Services. I can get that whole read in while that knuckleball gets to home plate, and then we'll watch the ball fly out of the yard. And give me some numbers on the missile. All right, 410 feet. Security. Can you get that for me? Thank you.
Turner infield hit last time. And a chance here to put the Nats up by 3. There is virtually no room here in foul ground. That's another thing that, talking to Chip, Carey, and Joe Simpson, some of the guys who are here every day, adding to the advantage of the hitters, very little foul ground.
It's a hitter's paradise. On top of that, if you hit a foul ball in the crowd, you hit an animal. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Turner 1 RBI tonight, 19 on the year. Let's see if he takes a different approach. That was a pretty long swing on a 1-1 count. He waits. Bumps it on a play to the right side.
That was actually a good approach by Trey. Let that ball get deep, a lot like Michael A. Taylor's swing.
One-two pitch. Both runners need to be so alert here. Looking for anything in the dirt that might get away from Suzuki. Kurt's really done a great job since some first inning glitches. Certainly not his fault back then. I think dancing all over the place.
If you're Matt Wieters, heads up right here. You never know. Ball in the dirt, got to be ready, even though there's bricks back there.
Turner. Tricky little hop. And a pretty good grab over there by Jace Peterson on the Camargo throw. Nats come up with a homer. The leadoff shot by Murphy, 4-3.
Park. The reputation on Daniel Murphy when he came over from the Mets a little over a year ago was that he could really hit, but that he struggled at times defensively. Well, we've seen very little of the struggling defensively since he became a Washington National. I talked to Dusty Baker and Chris Spire about that today. Both of them said that they didn't really have any preconceived notions of Murphy. They wanted to see him with their own eyes before they judged him. Spire told me, though, I'm 100% satisfied with Murph defensively. He works incredibly hard. He makes the vast majority of the plays he's asked to make. He said, is he the most skilled defender over there? No. Is he your prototypical speedy middle infielder? No. But he's been just fine. And he said one thing that helps Murph a lot is he's a very smart player. He knows how to position himself to get the most he can out of his ability. And he's done a very nice job for us, despite what the rep on him might have been. And FP, you made a comp that Dusty Baker really agreed with.
Yeah, I was talking about the other day. He reminds me of Jeff Kent. Jeff Kent was a much maligned defender when he was a New York Met, playing third base, then second base as a Met. Then he came over to the Giants. Like Daniel Murphy, worked really hard on his defense. And you watch Murphy, he's out early every day taking ground balls. And he became a average defender at second base, which is a compliment, an average major league second baseman. That means you make all the routine plays and a couple spectacular plays here and there, but you can count on the guy every single day to make plays. And I think we've seen Daniel Murphy as a National become an average second baseman, which is a compliment, folks.
Sure.
An average major leagues. Above average is Brandon Phillips. Average is Daniel Murphy.
Yeah. With all the offense they bring to the table. So, guys, thanks for our Coons.com sideline report. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. By the way, Murphy kept that streak alive. Not one of R.A. Dickey's favorites. He's given up home runs now in 7 consecutive starts. Second longest of his career. And meanwhile, Gio gets Jace Peterson looking, starting out the 4th inning like he did the 3rd against Markakis. Mercedes pitch cast.
Yeah, fastball right there. Peterson must be thinking about the curveball, not like Nick Markakis, and he takes the fastball right down the middle. It sounds bad when you say average defender, but if you have an average major league outfield arm, guess what? It's a cannon. Above average is Vladimir Guerrero, Rick Ankiel. So just some context for you when you say that.
Absolutely. Hey, when you're pretty average among 700 or 800 guys who are the best in the world at what they do, that's not bad.
No, it's a compliment.
Dansby Swanson launched one to left center. First time up. We'll see if Gio keeps the ball away from him here. Second pitch certainly was, and the count's 1-1.
You want to stay away from below average, and there are some below average defenders at the major league level.
Tried to paint and just missed away. Into the 9 o'clock hour here at SunTrust Park. They made some noise. The Braves took the lead on the Swanson homer, but the Nats have come back strong, leading 4-3 here. And the bat goes back and slams into that casing for the parabolic mic back there.
Where's the cow noise on that one?
I think that took out half a herd. How to play right side. So Dansby Swanson has 2 career hits off Gio, both home runs. 2-2 pitch with 1 out. Still trying to paint that outside edge. Curveball missed. Good at bat. That'll give Dickey a chance to sacrifice.
Take a staycation with the Nats this Memorial Day weekend. From now till May 21st, save 25% on tickets for upcoming home games against the Mariners and Padres. Visit nationals.com/staycation and use code STAYCATION.
I'm excited. Dickey on that very first pitch. Zimmerman bare hand to Murphy. Swanson to second, 2 down. Chance for Ender Inciarte to tie the game.
Nice bunt, good bunt, nice bunt, way to go. Nice bunt, nice bunt, good bunt, nice bunt, good bunt.
Inciarte, a bunt base hit, fielder's choice grounder, and a steal. Against Gio Gonzalez, career 8 for 15. Backhand Turner. Jump throw. Zimmerman stretches. And that happened in an instant. Trey Turner continues to play extremely well from the range and arm standpoint. And the 4th inning of Nationals baseball, brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Capitol downtown, not far from where the Braves used to play. We wish you well. Going to the top of the 5th inning, Worth, Harper, and Zimmerman. And here's our Honda do-ups and what these guys have done in the month of May. Jason is really swinging the bat well. Bryce Harper and Ryan Zimmerman have just kept on doing what they did in April. Maybe not at the same hard to keep up torrid pace, but great things offensively for this ball club. Look at that. That's a little foul off to the right side. The end of the barrel slivered off on Jason Worth, and that ball had enough spin that we thought it might come back fair. Crazy.
Well, no need to run if you're nursing a bad groin, so
right.
Just check it out. Hope it doesn't come back, because if you run, it doesn't matter.
That was unusual.
That's hitting a knuckleball. You actually have a better chance with half a bat because there's more surface to make contact.
That's more like a bow door now.
Yeah.
Go 1 to Jason. That's going to be right over the outside edge. Worth, key at bat 2 innings ago. He walked after the Turner hit, enabling Bryce Harper to get up and slam that ball through Jace Peterson for 2 runs.
Some ongoing discussion in the press box right now whether that's a hit or not. Bryce Harper's ball down the right field line.
Well, if that changes, he'll tie Zimmerman for the league lead in RBIs.
In my experiences, anytime there's earned runs involved, it gets a little dicey. But we've looked at it during a few commercial breaks, and that was not an easy play for Jace Peterson. He went over to it, and he never really got a glove on it. It ricocheted off his leg. So we'll see.
1-2 to Worth.
I'm the worst guy to ask, though. I give everybody a hit.
Worth waiting for that one. Deep short, Swanson on target, on a fly. Bit of a stretch to the left by Peterson. We got two really great young shortstops doing their thing in this division, in this ballpark.
There's some great defensive shortstops in the National League East, and add Dansby Swanson to the list. I think a healthy Jason Worth makes that a lot closer at first base, but look at the range by Swanson, the jump throw. I'm sure they're dropping Derek Jeter's next door right now in their broadcast. But you got Freddie Galvis, Adeiny Echeverria, Dansby Swanson, Trey Turner. So a bunch of good young shortstops in the National League East defensively.
Harper and Zimmerman the next two here in the fifth. I thought Bryce might swing a little earlier in the count, and he lines right at Inciarte. 2 outs. When you have insight, you know how to handle your finances with confidence. Brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you at Syracuse, Trevor Gott, big league experience. 3.63 ERA, 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Last 10 games, 2 earned runs allowed. That tells part of the story. One of the other important stats is how many inherited runners have scored. But from a number standpoint, Trevor Gott looking pretty good for the Chiefs right now. Fastball outside to Zimmerman. Ryan 1 for 2 with an infield hit. All right, Dickey, 80 pitches through 4 innings, but probably the one guy in the league where pitch count doesn't mean a whole lot. Just bring that up because the Nats made him throw 33 pitches in the 3rd inning and then 25 more in the 4th. So his team was on the field 2 innings in a row for a long time. (3-1) with 2 outs. Zimmerman will take the walk. Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers donating $250 to the Children's National Health System for each of the first 200 homers the Nats have hit this season. 64 and counting.
I just recently became a member of the Lexus family. I'm excited. Great vehicle, great cause. I love it. It's good stuff, man.
And at Lexus, experience amazing. Murphy adding to the total with his 8th.
Telling you, his swing, his game plan, he can hit another one. He's looking for that thing up. Tee it high, let it fly. Same way, swing hard in case you hit it.
That ball is jacked. Right center field gap. It's going to hit the wall on a hop. Zimmerman approaching 3rd. Bob Henley will send him. Inciarte made a very strong throw into the cutoff man. Now the Nats need Rendon to come through for some 2-out scoring lightning here, and Murphy has a dozen doubles.
Little more elevation. That is number 2. You see the eyes light up. You hear the crack of the bat. You knew this was going to split the gap right away. And the way the ball's been carried, you just didn't know. Ryan Zimmerman hustling. And Bob Henley had to put the stop sign on. Good call. Zim would have been out by a mile. And now Anthony Rendon has a chance to extend the lead.
21 extra base hits now for Daniel Murphy this year. And he's another guy over 50 hits now. He has 51. Ryan Zimmerman 54. Bryce Harper has 50. Lots of home runs leaving the yard against Dickey. Rendon, and that one had Suzuki reaching.
Yeah, Ryan Zimmerman on red alert at 3rd. He's looking for that knuckleball to the bricks.
And I see Dickey throwing a couple of knucklers up high, maybe with the guy on third. He doesn't try to bury that thing like he normally would. Still going to dance and dart up in the zone. Ryan can get down that line pretty well, with Camargo well off the bag. 1-2. Now, last time up, Anthony Rendon took a knuckleball right under his hands for a called third strike.
Hit one hard to center his first time up.
Up it goes every time through. Nationals, one of the great offenses when it comes to making adjustments first, second, and third times. Big sequence here, middle of the ball game, a chance to go up by 2 or 3. Gio's only given up 1 hit since the second inning.
Battling. When you face a knuckleball guy, there's that little thought in the back of your head with 2 strikes that he can zip a fastball by you. Even though it's 82 miles an hour, it looks like 182.
Four and 2/3 and pitch number 100 coming. Anything close, Anthony's hacking. And some of them end up not so close by the time they break.
They're all up, and you made a great point. He's scared to bury the hard one with 2 strikes down in the dirt for fear of the wild pitch in a 5-3 game.
Nissan with the entire at bat, pitch casting all of these. So pitch number 7 coming. Getting some good swings, huh?
Yeah.
Four 7-0 Nats, 3-5-1 Braves.
Foul ball practice here at SunTrust. I love it. Fighting.
Longer this goes on, advantage hitter.
Just hoping he hangs one. Stay around long enough, foul off enough nasty ones till he hangs one. RA giving him a look like, seriously, dude? Getting tired. His fingers are getting tired, probably.
That was pretty close, maybe 2 feet.
This is great.
That pitch was way outside.
Oh, pull up a chair, sit down, and watch Anthony Rendon hit.
Anthony, one of the best in the league, 10th at 395 coming into the game.
Look at that.
He buries one, and Kurt Suzuki makes an amazing play on a ball that hit way out in front of him.
I'm telling you, that was frustration. He said, I'm going to throw a nasty one here. Look what he did. That might have been a changeup, actually, that he just spiked. Kurt Suzuki saving a run big time. He's so athletic back there.
That one came in belt high after the bounce.
Got him on the bare hand, too.
Pitch number 11.
Foul ball number 11.
They sat over there to get a good view of the fireworks. Now it's souvenir night.
This is great. What a battle between these two. They're looking at each other laughing. How good is this?
Well, the Nats hope Rendon goes Jason Worth here.
He'll throw it away. He's going to foul it off.
That was the real slow one like he struck out Ryan Zimmerman with back in the 3rd.
You know, I know there's a lot of emotion involved in baseball and at-bats are intense, but how cool is that to see two guys laughing at each other in the middle of a great battle? Baseball needs more of that, in my opinion. Hard to do, though.
Full count after all of this. Back, 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 and against the screen before Suzuki could get back there.
Somebody put a clock on this at bat for me. This has to be at least 10 minutes. This is great. Okay, you're in Vegas right now. Do you put all your chips in the middle for another foul ball?
I want a fair one to drive in a couple, but
I mean, me too.
Yeah. Who knows? I'm suspecting fair ball coming up here. Just want to see him get it in play and see what happens. Outside. Bases loaded, and Matt Wieters, who doubled last night, coming in. 2 walks in the inning for R.A. Dickey, and his 3rd of the game.
But we both lost, and that's what happens in Vegas. You said put it in play, I said foul ball, and it was ball 4.
Yeah.
That's why they build casinos, because of guys like us. Tired, man. That's a lot of swings. Davey, that was hard, man. I just swung 48 times up there. I'm beat. I guarantee you that's what they're talking about. How much is he going to go squat right here, relax a little bit?
Well, I bet Davey Lopes faced Phil Niekro back in the old NL West on occasion and knows what that whole thing's all about.
That was like 2 rounds of batting practice for Anthony Rendon. His facial expressions are priceless.
Last time up, Matt Wieters hit one out, then one hop the 375 mark over Markakis in right center. 18 RBIs for the Nats catcher. He's 440 with runners in scoring position this year. That's 3rd best in the league. He's going to go deep down the left field line. Ball moving away from the left fielder and just foul, as Matt Kemp had no chance to get there. There's the ball mark.
Two grand salamis.
Well, the Nats already have 2 in this ballpark this year, Harper and Zimmerman. Four 3 game, Nats on top of the 5th. Another eternity for the Atlanta defense standing in the field. 3 innings in a row. Really 4 now going back. It's been a long grind for them.
But you don't even need to show the pitch count. It's irrelevant. This guy could throw 200 pitches.
Zimmerman walk. This all started with 2 outs, then the Murphy double. The Rendon marathon walk. Wieters a chopper high in the air. Foul. Rendon battled forever on a 1-2 count. Wieters here on 0-2. Here's the Chevy road ahead. Special starting time tomorrow. It's brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyFirst.com. Max Scherzer and Bartolo Colon. Steven Strasburg and Jaime Garcia scheduled for Sunday. The weather forecast for Sunday is brutal here. We'll have to see how that works out. Day off, and then the Seattle Mariners. This will be about the first time in 9 years they've been in D.C. A long time. Wieters, and that's playable. Caught by Camargo. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Long innings. Nats by 1. Marathon at bat. Nats couldn't score, couldn't push anything across in that 5th inning. Don't forget about K Street, the Nats' new super fan section. It returns Friday, a week from tonight. Nats Padres for $39. You get a field level ticket, a K card, and an exclusive T-shirt. For details, nationals.com/K Street. So Gio, it's been a long time since he has towed the rubber here. Got his warm-up tosses in. And here we go to the bottom of the 5th inning with Phillips, Markakis, and Kemp. Brandon Phillips, a pop-up to second and a liner to center. Fastball away. So Gio threw 4 innings, 70 pitches, 44 strikes. The ratio's been good all night.
Did you see what just happened during the break? That's a first for me. The scorekeeper came in and looked at the replay we had from behind home plate of Bryce Harper's ball down the line, and he watched Jace Peterson. He watched it 4 times to make a decision. And I think that's cool. We've never had a scorekeeper come in the booth, look at the replay to make the call. He watched it. The ball kind of kicked over Jace Peterson's glove, hit him in the knee. He told me he thought Freddie Freeman would have made the play. I couldn't argue with that.
But Freddie Freeman's not the first baseman.
And that's what I said. It's not Freddie Freeman. So he's going to keep it an error and then see what happens if they appeal it or not. I don't know if the fans know there's a process. You can appeal scores decisions. But we told him I told him I thought it was fair. It's a tough one to call. The shot we had kind of showed the ball hopping over Peterson's glove, him into a slide toward the line. I know Bryce Harper wants the hit, and I think if he argues, he might get that changed. I don't think that's a bad call by the scorekeeper, though. You know me, I'd say it.
Well,
this is a hard one, and you know, for you people at home, it's a big deal for a guy. It's 2 RBIs, but it's also 2 earned runs for R.A. Dickey when you see it over to the line. If you show it in slow motion, it hopped over his glove. Tough call.
Brandon Phillips leads off the 5th with a base hit ahead of Markakis and Kemp. And even if it doesn't get changed, it tells you something. And you know, we don't give out names. We know who the official scores are. We don't want people emailing and calling and knowing who's doing this. You know, people in the press box know. But the fact that he came over and has an open mind about it,
yeah,
that says a lot. And a lot of scorers, quite honestly, would never even think of doing that.
Yeah, it was cool. He didn't have a good look on his monitor, so he came in and used our replay. That was really cool.
Markakis and Gio. Good matchup for Gonzalez. And Gio keeps pumping in the fastballs. Nick Markakis wondering, am I ever going to see a hook? All heaters to strike him out looking to lead off the third 2 innings ago.
I'm telling you, and as soon as you change your game plan as a hitter and say, okay, I'm sitting on a fastball, he throws you that hook. It's the way it goes.
Yeah, guessing is dicey. Bouncing ball. Murphy, Turner. Safe is Markakis. Nick got down the line pretty well.
Chris Spire down the stair. Dusty Baker holding his hand up. Take a look at it in the clubhouse. They have 30 seconds to decide whether they're going to challenge or not. Let's look at it together. I thought it was real close at first. Can't tell right there. No idea right there. Man, I think we're going to play. Like he was safe on that last one.
4-6 on the fielder's choice.
Safe.
Yep, they got it right. Good
Now,
call, Chad Fairchild.
if the umpires come up to the booth and look at the replay with us, then we got a story.
Yeah. Well, those of us who've done basketball, like Charlie and Dave and myself, we are oftentimes over the years visited by the lead official. Come over and look at monitors for a call. It's become kind of a standard fare late in games. Just trying to get everything right, as long as it doesn't ruin the flow of a game. 2-0.
Do you ever tell a ref he stinks when he comes over to look? You're having a rough one, buddy.
No.
Maybe make curfew one night. Something like that.
I've seen PA announcers get kicked out of games for saying such things. These guys are good. That's Chad Fairchild, a 14-year veteran. Home plate umpire Alfonso Marquez, 19 years. Larry Vanover, the crew chief over at third, 26. David Rackley, 8 years out at second base. It's a good crew. Gio's gone 3-0 on Matt Kemp, who's 2 for 2 tonight. Kemp not pumping on 3-0, and that was probably a little further away than he'd like.
Off speed, too. Changeup. Respect.
Kemp 7 for 19 career against Gio with 2 home runs. Walked him. Gio Gonzalez, third walk.
Fan challenge is back, and we want you to challenge Anthony Rendon to anything. Tweet a photo or a video of your challenge using hashtag Let's Go Rendon, and he'll pick a winner. All right, details at masson.me/Let's Go Rendon. Brought to you by Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield. Live fearless with the name trusted for over 75 years. Challenge him to a foul ball contest tonight. That was a great at-bat last time up.
First pitch swinging, Suzuki out of play. Kurt has hit a grounder to third and walked.
Big part of this ball game right now. 4-3. You're ahead. Tying run on second base. Pitching for the double play. Change up down is the ground ball pitch.
Curveball stays outside. Gio hasn't thrown many tonight. So 85 offerings for him in 4 1/3. R.A. Dickey up to 113.
So Kurt Suzuki's gearing up for a fastball. If Gio Gonzalez can throw a changeup right here that looks like the fastball for a strike down in the zone, he might get that ground ball. See what Matt Wieters decides on. Changeup just up. Didn't finish it. Kind of wished it in there.
Well, Gio hasn't made a start since April 11th when walking fewer than 3 batters. (3-1) here with 2 men aboard. Suzuki hooks one well foul.
So geared up for the fastball. He caught it out front. When you miss with a 2-1 changeup and it goes to 3-1 with runners on base, as a hitter, you're all in on the fastball. What else would he throw? He missed with the curveball. He missed with the changeup. So Suzuki was so excited about that 3-1 fastball that it caught it out front. I think he's getting the fastball again. See if they go with the changeup. I'm guessing heater right here. You throw a changeup, you got me. Let me talk about it. I think Wieters put down changeup. Gio shook through a fastball, and then now they're going to talk about it.
Crowd trying to make some noise, get something going with the chop here. (3-2) with 1 out. A ball driven to right center. Taylor cuts it off. Scampering home is Markakis. Braves have tied the game and runners at second and third. Kurt Suzuki, 12th RBI.
Fastball. Away, and Kurt Suzuki goes shopping in the gap. So just taking you through what a hitter thinks, right? Especially a hitter that's a catcher. You miss with a curveball. Count goes to 2-1. You throw me a 2-1 change, you miss with the change, it goes to 3-1. I'm sitting fastball, I yank it. Tried to locate a fastball away 3-2. Kurt Suzuki said there's no way he's throwing me a change. There's no way he's throwing me a curveball. He's all over the fastball. That's smart hitting by a veteran hitter. That whole at bat was the 2-1 changeup that missed. Once that happens, you're hoping you get lucky and you get to that somebody because he knows what's coming basically.
Johan Camargo, the hitter. And the rookie 1 for 2, base at opposite field, second inning. 6-4-3 double play ball in the third. Rendon even with the bag at third, everybody else back. Ryan Zimmerman about halfway. So Gio has walked a batter in each of the last 3 innings.
Still frustrated about the Suzuki double, but this is where you have to turn the page and have a short memory. If you can get out of this with a 4-4 tie ball game, your chances are pretty good of winning it.
Perfect fastball under the hands of the right-handed batter.
Matt Wheeler saw him late on strike one on the fastball in. He went to it again. See if they go fastball up and in here in a 1-2 count. See if he'll chase.
Camargo, minor league career. Contact guy, only 8 minor league home runs in 5 years. 277 batter, so he puts it in play. At least at that level he did. Not at this level and that at bat. 2 down. Gio goes upstairs for a huge strikeout, his 4th. More on the starters. Here's Dan.
Bob, Dusty Baker surely doesn't want to be going north of 110 pitches with his starters the way that he has to begin this season, but he also, with the bullpen struggling to have long periods of effectiveness and the amount of work that those relievers have gotten, is saying, I need more innings out of my starting pitchers. I need more effective innings. He's been leaning on these guys heavily because he needs to get through these middle innings.
Yeah, it has been a grind. There's a good curveball in there to Jace Peterson. Called out on strikes last time. Fly ball to center. Back in the 2nd.
He doesn't like when you call him Shirley either.
Then Gio looked like some cutting action away from Peterson. 0-2. Mercedes-Benz pitch cast.
Good frame.
Four game, bottom of the 5th inning. Up and in for the strikeout.
That's a nice job of settling down, getting some big outs, and keeping it a tied game.
Out of all that, the Braves get a run. It's a 5-inning tractor pull in Georgia right now.
Four as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Got some Geico highlights for you. Show you the 3rd inning for the Nats. Remember, Michael A. Taylor started up with a double. Gio struck out, then Trey Turner with a chopper over R.A. Dickey's head. Dansby Swanson tried to barehand it. Good heads-up base running by Michael A. Taylor. That was ruled an error. We'll see in 2 weeks whether they change it to a hit or not. But either way, a couple of runs scored. Nick Markakis hesitated, and that allowed Bob Henley to send Jason Worth and Bryce Harper hustling in on the backside. Some fun stuff there in the 3rd. 50 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
Taylor 2 for 2 tonight. Michael A's average up to 286. Gio is on deck. Is his name Chipper?
2036.
Is it Dansby? Over to 3rd. Camargo's got a gun over there, 1 out. Gio 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Let's look at the rest of the offense. 3 runs in the third. So Trey Turner has an RBI, 1 for 3. Bryce 0 for 3 for now, but a big time contribution. The Murphy homer, he's 2 for 3. And then 3 hits from the 7 and 8 batters.
What in the world just happened? Gate's open. Let's go. Close the gate.
Got a guard there.
You born in a barn? All right, Dickey's like, huh? What? Okay. This game's been weird, huh? Hitters talking to pitchers, pitchers talking to hitters.
Laughing together. Gio goes out and gets one. He's going to drop it into right center field for his 3rd base hit of the season. That ties him with Tanner Roark and Max Scherzer for 2nd most on the staff. Strasburg in there as well.
Base hit, knock. And that might have got R.A. Dickey out of the game. Brian Snicker talking to him. By the way, in 2036, you will be 81 years old. And I will be 69. And we'll be doing the opens in a wheelchair.
Random thoughts on a Friday night. Friday night in Atlanta. Unusual things happening at the ballpark, and maybe about to get a little more conventional with Jason Mott, 34-year-old reliever, into the game, making his 408th big league appearance.
All right, he's hitting 348 off Mott. Fastball, slider, cutter.
That ball hammered up the middle. Swanson was going to go to the bag himself and try to turn a 6-3, and you know Turner's speed had something to do with that bobble. So it'll be 6-4 in the fielder's choice. Trey facing Mott for the first time.
Well, that's the only way you double up Trey Turner is a hard hit ball where you're going toward the bag. So Jason Mott did his job. In a tie ball game, this could be huge. Here comes the heart of the order. It's a good change of runners for the Nats, and Trey Turner might be off to the races here early in the count with Jason Worth hitting in 2 outs. That should have been a double play.
Worth against Mott career. Here you go. 4 for 8 with an RBI. Turner holding, strike 1. Solid numbers there. Trying to keep the inning alive to get Bryce Harper in.
Little jab step getting back. I think if you're Trey Turner, ideally you want to get there early in the count for Jason Worth so he has a chance to drive you in. A little bit bigger lead. Maybe he's banking they don't throw over again.
Turner, good jump. They pitch out, and the ball wasn't really pitched out that far. And Trey Turner in under the throw of Suzuki for his 9th of the year.
Exactly what happened. He got out to a bigger lead and he said, you're not going to pick over twice. And maybe that's scouting by Davey Lopes and Trey Turner, but he steals that easily. Watch this, almost a strike. Up in the zone, Kurt Suzuki with a good throw, but Brandon Phillips tried to deke Trey Turner. Fish ain't biting, 9th stolen base. Now Jason Worth has a chance to put his ball club on top.
Worth 12 RBIs on the year. Big time rip. 192 upstairs. It looks like Ian Kroll, former Nat. They have 3 lefties: Sam Freeman, Eric O'Flaherty, and Kroll. 8-man bullpen for the Braves. Jim Johnson, their closer. 2-2, and Worth sees it low.
Huge pitch in this game coming with that guy lurking on deck.
Worth up the middle, and Mott elevates to grab it. Pretty good hang time there by the 34-year-old. Bryce Harper will lead off the 7th, still tied in Atlanta.
Smile, it's Friday. Brought to you by Dominion National. Whoa. Providing innovative, high-value dental and vision benefits to area employers and individuals. Smile, it's Friday. You got to get Anthony Rendon in there, don't you? Friday at the Yard. It's a beautiful night for baseball.
It is. Gio, 96 pitches, 59 strikes in 5 long innings. 8-9-1 for the Emilio Bonifacio, speedy switch hitter. Not as blindingly fast as he used to be as a Nat and a Marlin. Dansby Swanson turns away from one. Got a breeze starting to kick up in the yard here. Strike call, not so fast.
Close. I think Dansby Swanson thought it was a ball. I thought it was a ball too. What does PitchCast think? Oh my goodness. Right in the middle of the box. Gio will take it.
Base hit. Swanson having a night. Gonna round the bag and go to second. Jason Worth didn't fire it in, and Swanson was eyeballing that all the way. He'll get a double.
Jason looking at the big screen at the replay right here. He got to the ball quick. I didn't see a hesitation. He just came up and threw. Swanson just rolled through it.
Yeah, credit to the base runner. No blame on the left fielder.
It's not like he grabbed the ball and said, uh-oh. He ran over there as fast as he could, came up with it, threw it into second. Maybe not with urgency like the runner was running, and Dansby Swanson took advantage. I like the way Dansby Swanson plays.
Lead run, scoring position, nobody out. Mike Maddox done with a visit. It's been Swanson's night in a couple of respects. 2-run homer in the second. Solo by Matt Kemp in the third. And then Kurt Suzuki, the former Nat, big hit last inning.
That's a play that you saw Bryce Harper make a lot in 2012 when he was a rookie and he thought he was invisible on the bases. He was hustling all over the place, making plays just like that.
Bonifacio bunts one in the air. 3 for 12 career against Gio. And this year as a Brave, 2 for 18 with 3 RBIs as a pinch hitter.
Ron Washington going to talk it over with Bonifacio. I think Washington probably told him, hey, you got good wheels at second base. Just get the ball down in the dirt and let Swanson take care of the rest.
Matt Grace for the Nats. Bonifacio's done quite a bit of leading off in his career. Not a strong looking bunt attempt right there.
I mean, it's an epidemic throughout Major League Baseball. You just don't see guys be able to bunt anymore. I mean, pitchers, yeah, they work on it, but position players and the sacrifice bunt's a dinosaur.
Yeah, they give a little token stab at it at the beginning of each BP session. Still squared on a 0-2 count.
Throw that nasty hook if he's going to bunt with 2 strikes. That's hard to bunt.
Curveball stays outside.
Pitch number 107 coming from Gio.
Two. .107 tonight. R.A. Dickey threw 117. Gio's 112. That was last time out against the Phillies in 6 2/3.
Might be changing the signs of the middle infielder on second. That's another big sequence in this ball game. I think you have to take advantage of the fact that he missed 2 bunts. Tie game, bottom of the 6th. Yeah. You're a bench guy hitting below 200. You got to get bunts down. Sorry. And if you don't, you definitely have to make him pay by striking him out, or at least hope he doesn't advance the runner on second.
2-2.
And the reason you're thinking off speed works is you want him to at least pull the baseball here and not push it to the right side and advance the runner. The bonus would be the strikeout.
Fair ball. Rendon fires it. Swanson stays at second. Important out.
Change up, pulled it, nicely done.
Top of the order, Ender Inciarte. Ball game started at 7:37. So we are nearing 2.5 hours into this one. Bottom of the 6th. Bob, FP, and Dan here at SunTrust Park, Atlanta. Inciarte, bunt hit first inning, couple of ground ball outs since.
Tell you what, I wonder if Brian Snitker's thinking I should have left R.A. Dickey in there for that at bat. He laid down a nice bunt last time, even though he went to Mott.
True.
Maybe he was wishing that R.A. Dickey was still in the game to bunt him over. I'm telling you, as a bench guy, that something has to be automatic. I mean, your ideal scenario right here, if you're Dusty Baker, is retire Inciarte, walk Brandon Phillips, and handle Nick Markakis again, either with Grace or Gio, depending on the pitch count and what you're feeling about Gio Gonzalez, whether he's tired or not.
1-1 the count. That 5th inning, a long one with the walk. 2 strikeouts, 2 hits in the inning. Impressive job to keep it at 1 as far as the Braves scoring. 2-1 pitch.
Trying to hook him right here. Big fat curveball started behind him. Ready to go fastball away. Choking up.
Yeah, fastball up.
That hit a horse. Did you hear it? New promo, May 19th, horses in the park. Bring your horse to the ballpark. Parade him around before the game.
Upstairs and a base hit. Swanson. Taylor's got a shot on target. Wieters got him. Michael A. Taylor, look where he is after letting go of that throw, ending up in extreme shallow center field.
Man, you saw that development from where we're sitting, and you're saying Michael A. Taylor can throw, Dansby Swanson can run. This ball got to Taylor quick. He was playing shallow, but watch Michael A. Taylor fearless. And he lets a one-hop bullet go, hit the mound and stayed down. Give Matt Wieters tons of credit for picking that up. 2 hands to secure it. This will give you a great view of it. Watch Michael A. Taylor fly up here. He gets the ball right before Swanson hit third. And even though the ball hit the mound, it had so much velocity on it, it got to Matt Wieters in time. What a play by Michael A. Taylor. Have a night, Michael A.
Gio Dunn Phillips coming on. Fitzgerald Auto Mall's Exmo. Looking at some knucklers tonight doing next to nothing on their way in.
Look at toothpicks right there. That was cool. Close play at first. High fastball for strike 3. Jake Owens here June 10th. And a base hit by Gio Gonzalez.
So Gio goes 5 2/3. 9 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. And it'll be Matt Grace.
Two pitches, fastball, slider, fastball averaging 90, 81% of the time, slider 82, 19% of the time, and here we go.
You know, and this is interesting because you bring in a reliever. The old debate used to be, do you leave the starter in to intentionally walk somebody, or do you bring in a reliever and tell him to miss on 4 in a row? You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Good point.
With the intentional walk. So this is Grace Markakis Nick 1 for 4 career against Matt. So Phillips on for the second time tonight. Nick Markakis, their hottest hitter, coming in. Runners are going. The throw goes to second. Everybody's safe. Inciarte to third. Phillips to second.
Well, that's big. Now all of a sudden, you got a couple of guys in scoring position. I like them trying to go for Brandon Phillips at second. Inciarte got such a great jump. Wieters had no chance at third, so they try to go back door. And Phillips slides to the outside part of the base, beats it easily, and now this becomes an even bigger sequence between Grace and Markakis.
A little high. Things even at 2-2. Sean Kelly, early in the ninth for him. That's because Kemp's on board, on deck.
Well, this is the old get beat with your best pitch. If you're feeling your slider and that's your best pitch, go with it. If you're feeling your heater and that's your best pitch, go with it. I mean, you only have 9 outs left on offense, so this becomes so big.
4-4 game, bottom of the 6th. And a bouncer to Trey Turner. On the run. Gets Markakis by less than a step. So Gio will get a no decision. So will R.A. Dickey. 3-4-5 for the Nats. Telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals.
See red people. Some more red people. Even more Red Peoples. I like it. People coming down to the ATL for a weekend of fun as Jose Ramirez takes the mound for his 18th appearance. 2-1 with a 1.53, 16 strikeouts, around 5 walks. Fastball slider change combination. Fastball averages just 97 miles an hour. And the fans here don't like him.
Bruce Harper leading off. Oh, wait a minute, Bryce, sorry. Swings through a fastball. Harper career against Ramirez, 1 for 2. Probably a coincidence, but as Friday night goes on here, crowd gets a little friskier, a little vocal, a little more than the previous time when Bryce is up there. So beloved in the National League East. Lays off the 87, fading away, 2-1.
Pretty good numbers late.
Bryce saw something coming in, tried to turn on it, 98, strike 2.
I mean, that was all the way across the plate. Watch where Kurt Suzuki's set up. He wants it down and away. He pulls it all the way across to the inner half. Dangerous pitch, got away with it because it was 98.
Target away.
Oh. 98 right down Broadway. Good rip.
Ramirez, 1 home run ball in 18 innings this year. Three and 2.
Threw him 2 changeups in this sequence. They're both balls. Get back to that whole Gio Gonzalez sequence. If you're Bryce Harper, you're not really thinking about changeup. And here comes the eater.
And this one out to short left. Johan Camargo out there to make that grab. They were in a shift, so that's a third baseman all the way out there. Ryan Zimmerman, Daniel Murphy now, the next 2. Ryan, a walk and a strikeout. Sac fly. 0 for 2 career against Jose Ramirez. Chopper right side, 1 hop. Chase Peterson, 2 outs.
Time for a little cricket, something to smile about. Go back to the 4th inning and check out Daniel Murphy's tater off R.A. Dickey, his 8th of the year, 32nd RBI. Ender Enciarte is alive. Pretty good effort.
Double since, and Murphy 51 hits on the year. 2 career plate appearances against Ramirez, both walks, 1 intentional.
I'll tell you what, after facing R.A. Dickey 3 times, facing this guy, he looks like he's throwing 297. You just saw 60 whatever all night long, and now you got a guy almost throwing 100.
Murphy to short and Swanson to his right to make that grab. 7th inning stretch time for a big crowd in Atlanta on a Friday night. 2 division rivals battling 4-4. League East style tonight. Nats at Braves, where they've won 3 in a row. The Nationals have in this yard, and relatively early for Sean Kelly to make an appearance. Matt Kemp is first up, and that's the primary reason. And for Kelly, appearance number 15.
A fastball, low to mid 90s, slider to go with it. Fastball plays up, you know the drill.
Matt Kemp 1-for-1 career against Kelly with a sac fly and a single. Strike 1. Solid job, by the way, to Matt Grace, getting a tough hitter, Markakis, to end that 6th inning, keeping things tied up on the road.
Gio got some big outs in the 5th too, after the Kurt Suzuki double, striking out Camargo and Peterson.
That inning could have gotten away from him big time.
So give him some credit for getting tough on the Braves when it looked like the wheels might come off.
Matt Kemp on 3 times tonight. High chopping base hit in the 1st. Homer to right center 3rd inning, walked in the 5th. And Kelly low 2-2. Hard hit. Taylor's going to hustle over to his right. Kemp stopping at first. And this is 3 innings in a row for the Braves, a leadoff hit.
Matt Kemp is white hot. He's 7 for 16, 438 in the 4 games against the Braves before that. 3 for 3 tonight that he just posted. Gets the Jays, excuse me. He was getting hits against the Braves. That'd be weird. Anyways, he's locked in. Be careful the rest of this series with Matt Kemp.
Suzuki, 1 for 2, RBI and a walk.
I mean, wouldn't you think after tonight and those numbers, that would be the guy that you circle without Freddie Freeman?
Absolutely.
He can't beat you. Yeah. Avoid, avoid, avoid.
Right. Suzuki and Kelly know each other from the American League, having matched up. 2 for 8.
Pretty good break on the Kelly slider right there, and the one in the dirt. Now you just got to make it look like a strike for a little bit longer to entice the hitters to offer. A couple of sliders down. Maybe he thinks about elevating the fastball up.
Nats have 1 double play ball tonight. 1 and 2 to Suzuki. Blown away.
You know, seeing Kurt Suzuki as a national for a while, he will chase the fastball up with 2 strikes. Right around that Braves logo, he likes to offer at it.
Big hit last time up, taking Gio out to right center to tie the game. He's been a tough out tonight. Tough to get that 3rd strike by him. Upstairs for the K. 94 mph. 1 out, 7th inning.
Well, there it is. We've seen this as a Nat, and that was the book on Kurt Suzuki with the rest of the league. He'll chase up with 2 strikes. After showing him a bunch of sliders down, Sean Kelly goes around the Braves logo and gets Kurt Suzuki swinging. Nice game plan, nice execution.
Johan Camargo, switch hitter, facing Kelly for the first time. And from the left side of the plate, 1 for 5, is the rookie.
Yeah, swing at that, throw him another one, maybe even higher.
Time given.
Good take.
So Sean just launches one to the screen.
Did we got that on PitchCast?
No, but I'm pretty sure Ballpark Cam got it.
Come on, show me this. I can't believe they didn't call that a strike. I hope Sean Kelly's all right, by the way.
Watch the screen move here.
Just a bit outside.
4.8 on the trimmer there.
Stay up there. Live up there. I'm telling you, that 92 looks like 98 the way he throws it around the letters. It's his best pitch.
Kemp still parked at first. Short lead.
You keep swinging it up there, I'm going to keep throwing it up there. Higher.
Chase Peterson sometime tonight. Good battle here.
Matt Kemp, not a stolen base threat like he used to be, but if you don't pay attention to him, he'll ambush you. He's one of those guys that can still run enough if you forget about him.
Swing and a miss on the off speed. So Sean Kelly taking advantage of the young hitter for the second out.
Did a nice job of getting some strikes up high and then dropping the slider under his hands. And when Sean Kelly's slider's going straight down, it's the good one. Sometimes it gets a little side to side, he gets in trouble with it, but that was a beautiful pitch.
Chase Peterson, 1 for 4 career against Sean, and there's another guy chasing a fastball he thinks he can get to. Wouldn't mind seeing that guy lead off the bottom of the 8th. Swanson, a big night. 1 ball, 1 strike. Peterson 0 for 3 tonight.
Yep, there you go. Just got to let him know you're thinking about him. Just a little smiley face text message throw over. It's funny how they've done so many things to speed up the pace of play, and the game has never moved slower than it has this year.
One.
Good block.
Yeah, smothered by Wieters.
Potential go-ahead run, potential winning run on first. Matt Wieters kept him right there. Nice block.
That's 3-1.
So important for Sean Kelly to get ahead because he can use that high fastball to his advantage. But when he's behind, now he's got to throw a strike, and that's sometimes when he gets in trouble.
Two on, 2 out. Dansby Swanson 0 for 1 career with a strikeout against Sean Kelly. Mike Maddox on his way.
You get strike one if you're Sean Kelly. Now you don't have to throw a strike, and you throw that fastball that tantalizes the hitter right at the top of the zone or higher, and you get strike two and sometimes strike three. You fall behind and you throw 90, 92. Now you got to come to him. You got to throw something in the zone. Sean Kelly's best, like a lot of pitchers, when he's ahead, but he's different from other pitchers because when he's ahead, he can throw balls and get people out. They look like strikes, and hitters can't lay off.
Swanson a homer, a walk, and a double. Thrown out at the plate by Michael A. Taylor. Rio Ruiz just called up on deck. Nats, by the way, have 9 outfield assists on the year, with Bryce Harper leading the way. 3rd highest total in baseball.
He's had a big night. Couple nifty plays at short. 2 for 2 with a tater and a double.
One. Quick correction. The Nats, with Taylor throwing Swanson out of home. That's 10 outfield assists for the team. Highest total in baseball. Milwaukee with 11. Cubs and Nats 10. So Michael A. has a couple. Bryce Harper. Adam Eaton had a couple before he got hurt. Jason Worth has chipped in.
Well, now Swanson's driver's seat all the way. He's looking for a fastball right down the middle. And when you got a couple of hits under your belt, you're feeling good about yourself, a lot of confidence.
Sean Kelly had a 20-pitch inning in Pittsburgh yesterday. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs on 2 walks, a base hit, and a couple of strikeouts in this inning. Rio Ruiz is a left-hand hitting infielder. 22 years of age for a couple more days. Called up when Freddie Freeman went on the DL. Now Oliver Perez is up.
Pretty good pitch. Now you got strike one. You can toy with the strike zone a little bit, even though you have bases loaded. You don't have to come to him right now, and you can elevate that fastball if you want. At least for one pitch, you don't have to throw a strike.
And Ruiz in pull mode, not able to get to that.
See, now he's driver's seat. Throw a couple of fastballs above the Braves logo and see if he'll offer. You don't have to come in the strike zone for a while. Just make sure you get it up there.
Swing and a miss, and that didn't take long. The inning did, but not that at bat. 3 Ks, 2 walks. Braves has stranded 11 tonight in a 4-4 game. Rendon, Wieters, and Taylor. A little deeper into the Atlanta bullpen. And tonight we honor our troops who fight so hard and sacrifice so much for our freedom. It's our Navy Federal Credit Union troop recognition. Navy Federal, proudly serving the armed forces and their families for over 80 years, federally insured by NCUA. 26-year-old right-hander Arodys Vizcaíno, 18th appearance, 15 innings, 13 hits.
Big fastball, 98 miles an hour on average. Lots of curveballs to go with that. 86 miles an hour. 40% curveballs for a guy that throws 98.
Anthony Rendon, 0 for 3 against him with an RBI. Way outside is Suzuki. Might as well sit there if he runs that fastball back like that.
Alfonso Marquez likes the strike away to right-handers. He's expanded the zone a few times on both sides tonight on pitches I didn't think were strikes that he's called strikes.
Good take on a slider 0-2. By the way, the Mets got a gem from DeGrom tonight. They shut out the Angels 3-0. They break their 7-game losing streak. They're a half game behind the Braves starting this evening, now tied. Now there's a fastball. Yeah, same pitch, but it's a ball.
Maybe a little bit lower than strike one, but same vicinity. Look at the first pitch. This one just a hair further away.
Yeah, Suzuki trying to snap it back into the zone. Rendon got something to turn on. That ball came up on Camargo. 1 out, 8th inning.
Peanuts are back in town May 23rd for a 3-game homestand against the Frederick Keys, who have been there all season long. They played one team. Check out Deuces Wild Tuesday, Winning Wednesdays, and College Night Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays. Go to PotomacNationals.com for more details. I heard Victor Robles was flirting with a cycle tonight down there.
Wow.
He needed a double, I believe. Had a home run, a couple of singles, and a triple.
Keep it posted. Free bikes for everyone. Matt Wieters a double in 3 trips.
He went 4 for 5 with a homer, 3 RBIs on his 20th birthday today.
Wow.
He's getting old. Call him up.
Good night for that number 8 hitter. Wieters fooled on 85, and the count 1-2. Phillies also a winner tonight, 7-2 at Pittsburgh. Jeremy Hellickson was the starter in that game.
Triple up on the curveball. Any day of the week, Romero getting loose.
31 pitch outing for him yesterday. Inning and 2/3. Wieters swinging a miss.
Well, we joked that the A behind home plate tonight was for Michael A. Taylor, and you know what? He's made it his night. First time up in the third, double over Ender Ciarte's head. Then how about this play at home in the sixth to keep it a tie game? Perfect throw, great pick by Matt Wieters, two-hand tag. Come get it and throw a seed right on the money.
Wow.
To get Dansby Swanson by a lot. So 2 for 2. What is he? 2 for 3 tonight. A double, a single, and a ground out to third.
I mean, that's as hard as I've seen a center fielder charge a ball in a long, long time. Now it's 0-2. Mike Olay 0 for 1 career against Vizcaíno. Trying to extend the innings so the Nats pinch hitting superstar Adam Lind can get up here in the 8th inning. Strike 3 call. That's a quick inning by a reliever. 1, 2, 3, couple of Ks. Still tied.
Four as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Show you some strikeouts. How about Sean Kelly's 7th inning? He came on, gave up a base hit. Then Kurt Suzuki strikeout. Kermago strikeout. Couple of walks in there. Got our blood pressure up a little bit, and then he strikes out the side. So we're going to make that our Toyota Case for Kids. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $37 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season.
4th Nationals pitcher, 26-year-old Enny Romero. 20th ball game. Control numbers pretty solid. And he's coming off a long outing yesterday in Pittsburgh. As I mentioned, he got 5 outs, 3 hits, gave up a couple of runs, 31 pitches.
Fastball, slider, cutter. Fastball averaging 98. Any day, any Romero.
Against Ender. And Inciarte trying to guide one, it seemed, down the left field line as he faces Romero for the first time. Swing and a miss. No chance on that. And here's Dan.
Bob, Henny Romero throws north of 100 at times now, but when he first broke into professional baseball back in 2008 when he signed with the Rays, he threw 85. He said he topped out at like 87. He actually hit 100 for the first time last year up at the big league level with the Rays. He said that when he first signed, he was like 6'1". He's 6'4" now, and he's kind of filled out as well, and he's gotten on a consistent workout program, a lot of lifting, running. Thinks that kind of growing into his body and that consistent workout program helped him build that velocity up to the point that it's at now.
Well, a lot of that is driven by the lower half. I mean, you obviously have to have a great arm.
So 85 to 101? Wait a minute.
That sounds like you on the Autobahn. There's Brandon Phillips. 2-0. Phillips 0 for 1 career against Henny.
Well, sometimes you just develop a little bit later. You kind of grow into your frame. And that's the part of scouting that's hard, the projection, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if anybody saw Henny Romero as a 101 guy when they signed him.
Ball 4.
I was talking to Chris Heisey on the bench today about yesterday's game in Pittsburgh with two lefties that throw 100. Felipe Rivero, Henny Romero in the game at the same time. We were talking about how bullpens have changed in today's game, and I said to Chris, maybe the guns are more accurate. Chris looked at me and said, no, the guns are more accurate. These guys can bring it. He's studying who he might face here coming up right now on that tablet. But what a tough job now for a bench guy, right? He used to come off the bench and have to hit 94, 95, gear up to an occasional 98, but every night somebody has somebody that throws 100.
Mm-hmm. Romero has walked Markakis twice previously. The matchup number 0 for 1. And he needs to get that command back by walking Phillips. He's already set up Matt Kemp to bat in this inning, barring a double play.
Here it comes. You ready? Here it comes. No. I thought they were going to do the tomahawk kick.
I'm good.
I'm good too.
Slider.
I was half expecting the Charter to have an organ on it last night after those 3 games in Pittsburgh.
I'm telling you, man. That guy gets paid by the song. He's got his own Pirates treasure during the offseason.
Pretty sure it's a Wurlitzer.
1-1. That's a great jump.
Oh my.
Fortunately for the Nats, Markakis fouls it up. I mean, Brandon Phillips was halfway to second when that ball was let go.
You see Ryan cheating toward Henny in case he threw it over there. And Ryan did a nice job yesterday on a first move with Henny Romero. Meant the throw, threw the runner out. I can't remember who it was at second. But I'm surprised more teams don't test Ryan over there. He passed with flying colors yesterday, but you're going to see that more with lefties. Teams going first move to see if Ryan Zimmerman can relay the throw accurately to second base.
1-2. No mystery now for Phillips. He's going to go anyway. Swing and another foul, and that one might have gotten a piece of Matt Wieters, who had popped up for a throw.
MLB.com @bat is your #1 mobile app for live Nationals baseball. Stay connected with fully customizable experiences. Get Nationals home screen icons, app features, as well as game day live game video highlights. Radio broadcast, StatCast, and news. Download MLB.com and bat today. Brandon Phillips is just going. He has no fear of a throw over.
1-2. Uh-oh. It's nice to have a 6'3" first baseman.
Give me the launch angle on that one.
Zimmerman or the ball?
Ball. Tried to goose it over there. Watch this. Good ups. No harm, no foul. You throw over 3 times, you got me. I'm going first move right here. 3 in a row and I'm out. But I'm going.
Holding. This will be close. Rendon and Turner. Ball's twisting back a bit, but not enough.
You see Deion Sanders there going for that foul ball? Deion Sanders 24 jersey down there. I think Deion could beat Trey Turner in a race, by the way. Fastest guy I ever saw on a baseball field.
Yeah, he was something else on the bases. Getting there not always the easiest thing. 1-2 with 1 out. Phillips running. Wieters throwing. It's off to the side. Pretty good pick there by Daniel Murphy. And after all of that, Brandon Phillips rips a bag. It's his 6th of the year.
Picking him up, putting him down. Good pick by Daniel Murphy, just in case he slides past the bag. You never know. Wieters had the rush to the throw. Phillips went first move. He stole that base off Eddie Romero.
204th career steal for Phillips.
Murphy and Turner ran in to talk to Eddie Romero right there. I don't think that was about signs. It might be about who's covering the bag here to keep Brandon Phillips close, because he's inching off.
Markakis, base hit. Here comes Harper. The throw home is late. And the speed of Brandon Phillips after the walk produces the go-ahead run.
A pretty good at-bat by Nick Markakis. He's been the Braves' most consistent hitter all season long. And a nice send by Ron Washington. I thought initially it was hit so hard that Bryce might have a chance. He did everything he could. He came up and threw a rocket to home plate, but you called it, Carp. Brandon Phillips just too fast, stole second, created that run all by himself with a little help from Nick Markakis, turned around a high 90s fastball.
And that's an 8-game hitting streak for Nick Markakis. 22nd RBI. Here's Kemp. Matt Kemp and any Romero hookup for the first time.
A couple of cutters.
Well, that gets their closer, Jim Johnson, up. One to Kemp. He'll drive it to right. Bryce Harper right there. 2 down. Kurt Suzuki is next.
I don't know if Nick Markakis forgot how many outs there were for a second, or he just thought that was going to drop, but he was halfway to second base. You can see where his cleat marks are. Ryan Zimmerman ran back to the bag and put his arms up. There's his cleat marks. That's about halfway between first and second. Put on the brakes and came back to first.
Fastball missing inside. There'll be some sore arms and shoulders in the Atlanta area tomorrow morning. They've been chopping for 3.5 hours. 1-1. And a ball hit to left. Worth can only watch it. Kurt Suzuki, 3rd home run of the year, and he's driven in 3 tonight.
I think it was a slider from Manny Romero, just kind of hung up, and Kurt Suzuki caught it out front, 90 miles an hour. Kurt Suzuki's had a pretty good night for the Braves. Big double in the 5th, and now a home run here in the 8th, and the Nats bullpen issues continue.
Seven to 4 Atlanta. And Bryce, tell you, that guy plays hard. I don't care what the score is, how long he's been standing out there. It's a fantastic play, but now the Nats need 3. to you by American Standard Heating and Air. Go to MidAtlanticComfort.com for special offers and to find a dealer near you. By University of Maryland University College. And by Northrop Grumman, value of performance. Northrop Grumman.
7-4, Brandon Phillips got on. Nick Markakis knocked him in as we go to the top of the ninth. Just like we promised you earlier in the ballgame, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite. There's the walk to Brandon Phillips. In a tie game in the bottom of the eighth, you just can't put somebody on for free because they do that, and then you're susceptible to this. So the one-out walk, the base hit by Markakis, and then the home run by Suzuki, and the Nats have 3 outs left.
33-year-old Jim Johnson. He has blown a couple of saves this year. He's 6 out of 8. Look at that opponent's batting average, though. Righties or lefties. Adam Lind pinch hitting. Big break on that hook. Adam is 6 for 19 career against him. They met a lot in the American League.
And Johnson fastball, curveball change. There's the fastball. It averages 93.5. Curveball 79. You saw it on the first pitch.
Johnson trying to save it for Vizcaíno. Romero, the pitcher of record for the Nats. Adam Lind scorches one out to short. Dansby Swanson having a big night.
Pretty nice play by Swanson.
Johnny Holiday and Ray Knight in the studio. We invite you to tune into the Nats Extra postgame show presented by W.B. Mason.
I'll get a couple guys on for Bryce, see what happens.
Yep. 2 guys on to get that tying run in the box. Boy, Adam Lind continues to hit the ball so well. Turner 0 for 1 against the Braves closer. Low, 2-1. Look at Kurt Suzuki pull that thing back in.
It's been a strike all night, whether you like it or not. Marquez has given the outer corner, I guess, to right-handers. It's a little off.
Breaking ball hit to the left side and out on a close play. I'm impressed with the gun of Camargo over there. 2 down. Oregon is playing walk-up music for an opposing hitter, Werewolves of London. Worth against Johnson, 1 for 10 career. Here's a closer with some serious momentum going right now. Big crowd, 35,369. They're ready for this and then some fireworks. Jason knows it's close and he's hacking. Chopper to left side. Now that's domination. Jim Johnson in short order puts away the Nats, and the Braves beat Washington for the first time this season. 7-4, 12 hits to 8. And it'll be up to Scherzer tomorrow. More in a moment.